每天练习英语听、说、练，与我们一起提升你的语言技能。完成后，在我们的应用程式里多加练习。免费，连结在下方。开始练习吧。
Today is the exam day. Today is the exam day.
今天是考试日。
Today is the exam day. Today is the exam day. Alex wakes up early. Alex wakes up early.
Alex 很早起床。
Alex wakes up early. Alex wakes up early. Mia checks the time. Mia checks the time.
Mia 看了看时间。
Mia checks the time. Mia checks the time. Liam packs his bag. Liam packs his bag.
Liam 整理他的包包。
Liam packs his bag. Liam packs his bag. Emma eats a light breakfast. Emma eats a light breakfast.
Emma 吃清淡的早餐。
Emma eats a light breakfast. Emma eats a light breakfast. Noah drinks some water. Noah drinks some water.
Noah 喝了些水。
Noah drinks some water. Noah drinks some water. Ava reviews her notes. Ava reviews her notes.
Ava 复习她的笔记。
Ava reviews her notes. Ava reviews her notes. Ethan takes a deep breath. Ethan takes a deep breath.
Ethan 做了个深呼吸。
Ethan takes a deep breath. Ethan takes a deep breath. Sophia feels a little nervous. Sophia feels a little nervous.
Sophia 觉得有点紧张。
Sophia feels a little nervous. Sophia feels a little nervous. Lucas ties his shoes. Lucas ties his shoes.
Lucas 系好鞋带。
Lucas ties his shoes. Lucas ties his shoes. Olivia grabs 2 pencils. Olivia grabs 2 pencils.
Olivia 拿了2支铅笔。
Olivia grabs 2 pencils. Olivia grabs 2 pencils. Mason adds an eraser. Mason adds an eraser.
Mason 又放进一个橡皮擦。
Mason adds an eraser. Mason adds an eraser. Grace brings a calculator. Grace brings a calculator.
Grace 带了一台计算机。
Grace brings a calculator. Grace brings a calculator. Chloe checks her ID card. Chloe checks her ID card.
Chloe 检查她的身份证。
Chloe checks her ID card. Chloe checks her ID card. Jacob prints his exam ticket. Jacob prints his exam ticket.
Jacob 把他的准考证列印出来。
Jacob prints his exam ticket. Jacob prints his exam ticket. Lily says, "Wish me luck." Lily says, "Wish me luck."
Lily 说：“祝我好运。”
Lily says, "Wish me luck." Lily says, "Wish me luck." Ryan smiles and nods. Ryan smiles and nods.
Ryan 微笑点头。
Ryan smiles and nods. Ryan smiles and nods. Zoe closes her textbook. Zoe closes her textbook.
Zoe 把课本合上。
Zoe closes her textbook. Zoe closes her textbook. Aiden puts on a sweater. Aiden puts on a sweater.
Aiden 穿上一件毛衣。
Aiden puts on a sweater. Aiden puts on a sweater. Nora heads out the door. Nora heads out the door.
Laura 出门。
Nora heads out the door. Nora heads out the door. Jack walks to the bus stop. Jack walks to the bus stop.
Jack 走到公车站牌。
Jack walks to the bus stop. Jack walks to the bus stop. Maya waves to her mom. Maya waves to her mom.
Maya 向妈妈挥手。
Maya waves to her mom. Maya waves to her mom. Ben sits on the bus. Ben sits on the bus.
Ben 坐上公车。
Ben sits on the bus. Ben sits on the bus. Ella listens to calm music. Ella listens to calm music.
Ella 听助轻柔的音乐。
Ella listens to calm music. Ella listens to calm music. Sam looks out the window. Sam looks out the window.
Sam 望向窗外。
Sam looks out the window. Sam looks out the window. Iris thinks about the rules. Iris thinks about the rules.
Iris 想注考试规则。
Iris thinks about the rules. Iris thinks about the rules. Leo reads the exam email. Leo reads the exam email.
Leo 阅读考试的电子邮件。
Leo reads the exam email. Leo reads the exam email. Ruby checks the room number. Ruby checks the room number.
Ruby 确认教室号码。
Ruby checks the room number. Ruby checks the room number. Owen arrives at school. Owen arrives at school.
Owen 到了学校。
Owen arrives at school. Owen arrives at school. Nina meets her friend Sarah. Nina meets her friend Sarah.
Nina 和她的朋友 Sarah 碰面。
Nina meets her friend Sarah. Nina meets her friend Sarah. Caleb says, "We can do this." Caleb says, "We can do this."
Caleb 说，我们办得到。
Caleb says, "We can do this." Caleb says, "We can do this." Sarah gives him a high five. Sarah gives him a high five.
Sarah 跟他击掌。
Sarah gives him a high five. Sarah gives him a high five. David finds the exam hall. David finds the exam hall.
David 找到考场。
David finds the exam hall. David finds the exam hall. Julie stands in the hallway. Julie stands in the hallway.
Julie 站在走廊上。
Julie stands in the hallway. Julie stands in the hallway. Maria takes a long breath. Maria takes a long breath.
Maria 深深吸一口气。
Maria takes a long breath. Maria takes a long breath. Juan tightens his backpack. Juan tightens his backpack.
Juan 拉紧背包的背带。
Juan tightens his backpack. Juan tightens his backpack. Diego sips from a bottle. Diego sips from a bottle.
Diego 从水壶啜饮一口。
Diego sips from a bottle. Diego sips from a bottle. Priya reviews key terms. Priya reviews key terms.
Priya 复习重点词汇。
Priya reviews key terms. Priya reviews key terms. Arjun repeats a formula. Arjun repeats a formula.
Arjun 反复默念一个公式。
Arjun repeats a formula. Arjun repeats a formula. Wei stretches his neck. Wei stretches his neck.
Wei 伸展脖子。
Wei stretches his neck. Wei stretches his neck. Lynn puts her phone away. Lynn puts her phone away.
Lynn 把手机收起来。
Lynn puts her phone away. Lynn puts her phone away. Hannah turns off her watch. Hannah turns off her watch.
Hannah 关掉她的手表。
Hannah turns off her watch. Hannah turns off her watch. Yuki lines up at the door. Yuki lines up at the door.
Yuki 在门口排队。
Yuki lines up at the door. Yuki lines up at the door. Mark checks the seat list. Mark checks the seat list.
Mark 查看座位表。
Mark checks the seat list. Mark checks the seat list. Kevin looks for his name. Kevin looks for his name.
Kevin 寻找自己的名字。
Kevin looks for his name. Kevin looks for his name. Carol points to row B. Carol points to row B.
Carol 指向 B 排。
Carol points to row B. Carol points to row B. Peter walks to his seat. Peter walks to his seat.
Peter 走到他的座位。
Peter walks to his seat. Peter walks to his seat. Jason sits down quietly. Jason sits down quietly.
Jason 安静地坐下。
Jason sits down quietly. Jason sits down quietly. Tina sets her bag aside. Tina sets her bag aside.
Tina 把包包放到一旁。
Tina sets her bag aside. Tina sets her bag aside. Eric takes out his pencils. Eric takes out his pencils.
Eric 拿出他的铅笔。
Eric takes out his pencils. Eric takes out his pencils. Alan places his ID on the desk. Alan places his ID on the desk.
Alan 把身份证放在桌上。
Alan places his ID on the desk. Alan places his ID on the desk. Victor waits for the teacher. Victor waits for the teacher.
Victor 等待老师。
Victor waits for the teacher. Victor waits for the teacher. Rosa smiles at the proctor. Rosa smiles at the proctor.
Rosa 对监考老师微笑。
Rosa smiles at the proctor. Rosa smiles at the proctor. Omar whispers, "Good luck, Jade." Omar whispers, "Good luck, Jade."
Omar 小声说 Jade 祝你好运。
Omar whispers, "Good luck, Jade." Omar whispers, "Good luck, Jade." Jade whispers back, "You too." Jade whispers back, "You too."
Jade 小声回道你也是。
Jade whispers back, "You too." Jade whispers back, "You too." Kim closes her eyes for a moment. Kim closes her eyes for a moment.
Kim 闭上眼睛片刻。
Kim closes her eyes for a moment. Kim closes her eyes for a moment. Luke straightens his paper. Luke straightens his paper.
Luke 把试卷理平。
Luke straightens his paper. Luke straightens his paper. Paul checks the clock. Paul checks the clock.
Paul 看一下时钟。
Paul checks the clock. Paul checks the clock. Quinn feels butterflies. Quinn feels butterflies.
Quinn 觉得肚子有点紧张。
Quinn feels butterflies. Quinn feels butterflies. Nora rubs her hands. Nora rubs her hands.
Laura 搓住双手。
Nora rubs her hands. Nora rubs her hands. Alex reads the instructions. Alex reads the instructions.
Alex 阅读作答说明。
Alex reads the instructions. Alex reads the instructions. Mia writes her full name. Mia writes her full name.
Mia 写下她的全名。
Mia writes her full name. Mia writes her full name. Liam fills in the date. Liam fills in the date.
Liam 填上日期。
Liam fills in the date. Liam fills in the date. Emma writes her student ID. Emma writes her student ID.
Emma 写下她的学号。
Emma writes her student ID. Emma writes her student ID. Noah bubbles in his code. Noah bubbles in his code.
Noah 在答题卡上把自己的考生代号涂黑。
Noah bubbles in his code. Noah bubbles in his code. Ava signs the honor statement. Ava signs the honor statement.
Ava 在诚信声明上签名。
Ava signs the honor statement. Ava signs the honor statement. Ethan turns to page 1. Ethan turns to page 1.
Ethan 翻到第一页。
Ethan turns to page 1. Ethan turns to page 1. Sophia counts the pages. Sophia counts the pages.
Sophia 数一数页数。
Sophia counts the pages. Sophia counts the pages. Lucas checks both sides. Lucas checks both sides.
Lucas 检查正反两面。
Lucas checks both sides. Lucas checks both sides. Olivia raises her hand. Olivia raises her hand.
Olivia 举手。
Olivia raises her hand. Olivia raises her hand. Mason asks a simple question. Mason asks a simple question.
Mason 问了一个简单的问题。
Mason asks a simple question. Mason asks a simple question. Grace says thank you softly. Grace says thank you softly.
Grace 轻声道谢。
Grace says thank you softly. Grace says thank you softly. Chloe waits for the start time. Chloe waits for the start time.
Chloe 等待开始时间。
Chloe waits for the start time. Chloe waits for the start time. Jacob hears the teacher speak. Jacob hears the teacher speak.
Jacob 听到老师在说话。
Jacob hears the teacher speak. Jacob hears the teacher speak. Lily listens to the rules. Lily listens to the rules.
Lily 认真听规则。
Lily listens to the rules. Lily listens to the rules. Ryan learns there is no phone use. Ryan learns there is no phone use.
Ryan 得知不能使用手机。
Ryan learns there is no phone use. Ryan learns there is no phone use. Zoe puts her phone in her bag. Zoe puts her phone in her bag.
Zoe 把手机放进包包。
Zoe puts her phone in her bag. Zoe puts her phone in her bag. Aiden zips the bag closed. Aiden zips the bag closed.
Aiden 把包包拉链拉上。
Aiden zips the bag closed. Aiden zips the bag closed. Nora faces forward. Nora faces forward.
Laura 面向前方。
Nora faces forward. Nora faces forward. Jack sits up straight. Jack sits up straight.
Jack 坐直。
Jack sits up straight. Jack sits up straight. Maya holds her pencil gently. Maya holds her pencil gently.
Maya 轻轻握住铅笔。
Maya holds her pencil gently. Maya holds her pencil gently. Ben takes one more breath. Ben takes one more breath.
Ben 再深呼吸一次。
Ben takes one more breath. Ben takes one more breath. Ella repeats, I can do this. Ella repeats, I can do this.
Ella 轻声重复，我可以做到。
Ella repeats, I can do this. Ella repeats, I can do this. Sam thinks of a plan. Sam thinks of a plan.
Sam 想好作答计划。
Sam thinks of a plan. Sam thinks of a plan. Iris starts with easy questions. Iris starts with easy questions.
Iris 先从简单的题目开始。
Iris starts with easy questions. Iris starts with easy questions. Leo marks the hard ones. Leo marks the hard ones.
Leo 把难的标记起来。
Leo marks the hard ones. Leo marks the hard ones. Ruby underlines key words. Ruby underlines key words.
Ruby 为关键字画底线。
Ruby underlines key words. Ruby underlines key words. Owen circles the main idea. Owen circles the main idea.
Owen 圈出主旨。
Owen circles the main idea. Owen circles the main idea. Nina reads each question twice. Nina reads each question twice.
Nina 每一题读2遍。
Nina reads each question twice. Nina reads each question twice. Caleb watches the time. Caleb watches the time.
Caleb 注意时间。
Caleb watches the time. Caleb watches the time. Sarah solves a math problem. Sarah solves a math problem.
Sarah 解出一道数学题。
Sarah solves a math problem. Sarah solves a math problem. David shows his work clearly. David shows his work clearly.
David 清楚写出解题步骤。
David shows his work clearly. David shows his work clearly. Julie writes in neat lines. Julie writes in neat lines.
Julie 字写得工整。
Julie writes in neat lines. Julie writes in neat lines. Maria checks her spelling. Maria checks her spelling.
Maria 检查拼字。
Maria checks her spelling. Maria checks her spelling. Juan fixes a small mistake. Juan fixes a small mistake.
Juan 改正一个小错。
Juan fixes a small mistake. Juan fixes a small mistake. Diego erases a wrong answer. Diego erases a wrong answer.
Diego 把错误的答案擦掉。
Diego erases a wrong answer. Diego erases a wrong answer. Priya changes her mind on number 5. Priya changes her mind on number 5.
Priya 把第5题的答案改了。
Priya changes her mind on number 5. Priya changes her mind on number 5. Arjun shades the bubbles dark. Arjun shades the bubbles dark.
Arjun 把作答圆点涂满涂黑。
Arjun shades the bubbles dark. Arjun shades the bubbles dark. Wei skips a tricky question. Wei skips a tricky question.
Wei 跳过一道棘手的题目。
Wei skips a tricky question. Wei skips a tricky question. Lynn comes back to it later. Lynn comes back to it later.
Lynn 之后再回来作答。
Lynn comes back to it later. Lynn comes back to it later. Hannah writes a short essay. Hannah writes a short essay.
Hannah 写一篇短文。
Hannah writes a short essay. Hannah writes a short essay. Yuki makes a quick outline. Yuki makes a quick outline.
Yuki 快速列个大纲。
Yuki makes a quick outline. Yuki makes a quick outline. Mark uses complete sentences. Mark uses complete sentences.
Mark 使用完整句子。
Mark uses complete sentences. Mark uses complete sentences. Kevin keeps his writing simple. Kevin keeps his writing simple.
Kevin 让他的写作简洁。
Kevin keeps his writing simple. Kevin keeps his writing simple. Carol supports her idea with facts. Carol supports her idea with facts.
Carol 用事实支持她的论点。
Carol supports her idea with facts. Carol supports her idea with facts. Peter adds a clear example. Peter adds a clear example.
Peter 加上一个清楚的例子。
Peter adds a clear example. Peter adds a clear example.
感谢观看，订阅我们的频道并开启通知，及时获取新视频，持续你的英语学习之旅。